we got the chance to speak to the cast of Your Friends and Neighbors, the brand new series on Apple TV+. Check out our conversation with Amanda Peet. Before we get into it, I have to say, Studio 60 is something I revisit a lot.
Thank you so
Probably
much.
a lot more than I should, given my line of work, but I keep coming back to it, and it's magnificent. But so is this, and I had an absolute blast watching this.
Oh, good.
And I had something of an existential question. It wasn't too long ago that I think we had shows like Shameless, Skins, Nurse Jackie, My Name is Earl, which was working class people behaving badly. But these days, with Succession, The White Lotus, Industry, now that I name it, it just feels like a HBO thing. But we seem to have rich people behaving badly, and that's become more of a thing. And I was wondering if you had an idea as to why we're so fascinated by that. Is it schadenfreude? Like, why it's such compelling viewing? And so is yours.
I think you probably nailed it. I think it probably is some kind of schadenfreude to see, and also just funny to see people who are so desperate about achieving status. And it's something we all can identify with. Like, everyone wants status to some degree, even if it's really embarrassing to admit that. So I think even though these people are in the upper echelons of society socioeconomically, I still think it's relatable to want to fit in, to want to have the right accoutrements.
Yeah. Talk to me about Mel. I think the thing I loved most about the character was from the moment we meet her, there is a matter-of-factness towards her character that I really enjoyed. And it's not something we see when, say, a female character has had an affair, for example. They're often written quite differently, and I love the way Mel's written that way.
Yeah, I think, Jonathan Tropper's an amazing writer and novelist too. And I think that he was really interested, and so was I, in sort of making sure she isn't sort of the sad, dismissed wife, right, or the sad divorcee, just because we've seen that a lot. And I just think, he thought that it would be much more interesting if she was a little bit more active about the fact that she was married to an absentee dad. And if we're sort of coming into the story with him having a chip on his shoulder. But I think the thing that he told me was most important is just that there's still this, aching love and romance between the two of them that they can't quite get over. And that's always very fun to play, to like someone, even if it's your ex-husband, and wish so much that you didn't like him, is very fun to play.
I love you, but I don't necessarily like you all the time.
Yeah. I love you, but I can't stand that I love you. So fuck you.
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. You can curse. It's all right. I curse all the time. I've got like 20 seconds left, but very quickly. You've got a tremendous body of work, and I think you're a great comic actress. And I'm curious, when you approach something like this, which has this darkly comic tone, is the comedy something you lean into, or is the drama something you lean into, and the comedy is by the by? How does that work?
It's just, at this point, in my old age, I just try to play the scene. So what are the stakes of the scene? And don't worry as much about I don't think about genre, because as soon as I think like, oh, this is meant to be funny, or you're meant to cry here, this is meant to be very sad, I find that I can't do it. It's a bit of like,
doing the panic, yeah.
Yeah, so I have to kind of just trick myself and just play the scene and leave the rest to the editors. Leave the important stuff to the editors.
I'm all out of time. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, and congratulations on the show.
Thank you so much.
So what'd you get up to last night?
Oh, not much.
The 9-episode season of Your Friends and Neighbors debuts globally on Apple TV Plus Friday, April 11th. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Sound off in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.